Hey guys, it's your girl Ashley, the Amateur Expert, and we are here for another episode of the Amateur Expert Live, where I interview guests and talk to them about their career path. I talk to them about their idea of success from the beginning of their career to where they are now, as well as any tips and motivators they've used along the way. So today's guest is someone I've known for years, George, and he has just entered in, so I am going to add him and we'll get started. Hello there. Hey George, how are you?
Ash? How you doing?
So good to see you, talk to you again.
Yeah, man, good to see you and talk to you again too.
So if you can, please just introduce yourself and let people know who you are and sort of what you do.
Well, hello, beautiful people. My name is V. George Smith.
You gotta move the phone a little bit. We can't see you.
Can't see me? How about this? Too close or
too
bring it
close?
closer?
No, bring it farther back. There you go.
Okay,
Let the people see you.
All right, bet. So, yes, my name is V. George Smith. I am a songwriter. I am, wow, I am a sports analyst with the Starting Five Sports Show. I am also an analyst on Bonafide Radio and a contributor there with the show called The Remix. I am a musician, songwriter, um, sheesh, father, husband, sheesh, man. I do a lot of stuff.
Do a lot of stuff. I love it. I'm
A
here.
lot of stuff.
I'm here for
I'm
all of it.
I'm definitely Jamaican. I do a lot of stuff. And I
Okay.
love 2K. I love basketball. I love 2K.
Okay. It's okay. So tell me this, George. When you were younger, what did you want to be? What did you
Honestly,
think your career was going to be like? Look like?
when I was younger, I was influenced heavily by, this is going to be a funny story, but I was influenced heavily by Boomerang. I wanted to
Okay.
be, I wanted to be, I wanted to be in marketing because of that movie. And I definitely even, no, actually, I'm sorry, that's a lie. I went to Hampton University in Hampton, Virginia, and
Yes.
my initial major was accounting.
Okay.
But then when I had a little difficulty with that, so
Listen.
then I had to find like the best, most linear path to get out of school as quick as I could.
Yep.
So that turned into me finishing my courses with a degree in marketing. So, but I
Okay.
really thought I was gonna be in marketing. Even I know there was some parts where I thought I was gonna be a lawyer and an accountant, but I had a lot of dreams when I was smaller, and like my parents encouraged all of them, so it was a lot, but it was all had to do with business, really, yeah.
And so our paths crossed when you were working at Bank of America.
Yes, yes.
And I was looking to get an account before I left, and I thought I was leaving to go to Hampton, and we had that connection. So
Yes.
you helped me open up my first bank account.
Right, I did open up
Um,
your first bank account.
you helped me open up
Oh,
my first bank
Jesus.
account.
Wow, that's crazy.
So how did you transition from marketing to banking to now your passion in music um, and entertainment?
Well, basically, I came out of school and I pretty much did what I thought I was supposed to do. You go to college,
Mm-hmm.
you finish college, you go home, and you find a job before that little 6 month period. Before that, you got to pay back the student loan.
Sally Mae starts calling. Yep.
So I try to find a job the best I could, and I actually started off in retail
Mm.
before I got to the bank.
Okay.
So I was working at Big and Talls, and um, I even worked at a record store and stuff like that. But I ended up just started off as a regular customer service agent at at the time it was Fleet before it became Bank of America.
Okay.
And then I guess I did so well there. I started off downtown New Haven on the Green on Church Street, and then one day they just came in and told me that I had the assistant manager job on Whaley Avenue. So I took that
At
position.
Shaw's.
Yes. So it was like, yes, it's a bump in pay. Yes, it's a higher position, but I'm at Shaw's, but it was like, it's one of those things where I just took it as me moving forward in my career. And I felt like I should take it. So, I did that for, I would say, about a year and a half. But when, with my family, the cost of childcare was so exorbitant at the time, it wasn't really worth, because that branch in itself, and you're familiar with that branch, it's not in existence anymore, but you're
Mm-hmm.
familiar with that branch at the time. It wasn't the safest place to work at, and being there 8 hours a day kind of took a toll on me and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And it wasn't normal banking hours. Like when I was downtown, I was getting out of work like 4:30,
Right.
be home by 5. But when I was there, I'm out of work at like 7, not getting home till 7:30, 8 o'clock
Right, because of the
sometimes.
convenience of it being in the grocery store.
Exactly, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, had a discussion with my wife. We pretty much weighed and counted up all the costs of how everything was working out, and I really wasn't liking it there. And a really bad situation happened that really like forced my hand to say, you know what, I'm gonna go home. So for a while, I was just a stay-at-home dad. I was here at my son Trey, and my daughter was in school. And that ended up being way longer than I expected it to be. I'm sorry, I did have a job in after that, but like me leaving Bank of America was that situation. It turned out the working conditions was just not great for me, and
Mm-hmm.
but then I got to a point where I was like, okay, let me get back to work. Trey's a little older, so then I started working at Royal Bank of Scotland in Bridgeport.
Okay.
It's they was I think they own Citizens Bank. It's on Lafayette Boulevard, and I was doing credit card fraud there. So I didn't have to deal with no customers coming in. It was just me on the phone, just a fraud specialist just looking at activity, and if something was right, call. If not, just move on. It was
Yeah.
a great job, very stress free. Then they changed a lot of things there, and then the department itself got canned. That department that I worked in is no longer there anymore. But to be totally honest, I got fired because I was on warning. So so basically what happened was everybody that was on warning at the time for anything, I was on warning because of time and attendance. I was always
Happens.
having to, I always had to make sure that got my kids to the daycare and then getting to Bridgeport. It was no fun. So basically all the people that were on warning got
Mm-hmm.
let go.
Got it.
And then everybody else pretty much hung on until they dissolved the department and got packages. So since then, I've been here, and that forced me to find other things to do. Whether it was the music, I'm on my not counting the first mixtape, I'm on my second album right now, and I'm working on the third one right now. Um, and then I started doing radio with Bonafide Radio. That I've been doing that. Shoot, man, about 6 years now, I think, and that's all been great. And then now the sports show with the Starting Five, we're on our, I think it's like a year or two anniversary now doing that. So it's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy ride.
So tell me, what was your idea of success initially when you first thought about doing marketing or the accounting? Um, when you first started out thinking about ideas of what you wanted to be and do?
Initially, it was get a job, try to get a Fortune 500 job, be as rich as possible. You
Mm-hmm.
know, white picket fence, big house. All of those things. That was my idea. But like I never gave thought, and this is something that I think about when I was like reflect on my time in college. I never gave thought to my actual loves.
Mm.
If I would have ever gave thought to my actual loves, then maybe I would have took communications in
Yep.
school, or maybe I would have minored in music
Right.
because like I mean I got lessons in church for playing organ and stuff like that. but I never really took a class for it. Everything's pretty much by ear, and you know,
Right. Self-taught.
if you know my brother, he plays for Kirk Franklin, Mary, different people, self-taught,
Mm.
and like, but he had enough sense to like, drive himself to do it even more. But I was just like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm on this path. Went to high school, I graduated. Went to college, I graduated. I'm supposed to go get this job now. And then that was just what I was supposed to do. But
Right.
like now, what I'm thinking about is like if I ever gave a thought to what I loved and I could have used what I loved and got educated through what I loved,
Right.
it would have pushed me a little further than what I am right now.
Right.
But I
Absolutely.
felt like the whole process was necessary for me.
For sure.
So
For sure.
I don't feel bad that I didn't take certain paths because I feel like I'm way more balanced
Mm.
now. So like even if somebody can come, like now my mother can come to me with a begging question
Right.
and I have a full explanation for her and I
Right.
can tell her everything I'm doing. And if somebody has a question about NBA free agency, I can answer that too. So I could cover both bases. So I appreciate that. But it just makes me think that if I would have just thought about what I loved at the time instead of what I was supposed to be doing or what
Right.
I thought I was supposed to be doing, I probably would have took a different path.
And what is your idea of success now?
My idea of success now is happiness. There are a lot of people that are walking this earth right now that are stressed. They're not happy. They have all the money in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they could have all the money in the world, or their health is bad, or like I don't want to get too preachy, but the Bible says that we're supposed to learn to be content, not to get too high, not to get too low. But when
Yeah.
we're content, you just stay right there. So when stuff goes good, you're supposed to appreciate those times. And when stuff goes too
Right.
bad, you don't crash.
Right.
You
Yeah.
don't like completely lose it because you know that you're good. You're here. You're in that space of contentment that'll keep you going, keep you steady. So it's like anybody asks me, I feel like as long as you're happy and at peace, I'm preaching again, but not preaching, but just everything, because
No, this
everything's
is great.
based off
Absolutely.
everything's
Your faith.
based off my faith, right? So it's like
Mm-hmm.
the Bible also said we're supposed to pursue peace at all costs. So pursue means run after.
Right.
So I'm that's just my stage in life. I'm just trying to pursue peace. All I want is peace. Period. That's all I want for my life. So peace, happiness, contentment. That's what's success to me now.
That's amazing. And so for me, I think what I'm happy that we're having this conversation because I've had this dream to be doing this for a long time, and I've reached
Hmm.
out to you. I was scrolling through the text to see when exactly it was, but you had given me some pointers before on how you guys were doing the show on, I don't know if it was Google Talk, but you guys
Yeah,
had
that was the first
with
show. That was
Kev and
Yeah, that was Kev on stage and Jason Fredericks. That was wow. All Right TV.
yes, yes.
Yes, it
And
was on
so
All Right TV, yeah.
this is probably 4 years ago,
Yeah,
maybe 3 to
four
four
or
years
five.
ago,
Hmm.
and I was like so passionate about wanting to do it and not knowing what steps to take and not wanting to take the wrong steps. And so
Right.
I was like, oh, George is doing it. Let me just ask him,
Hmm.
what he's doing. And still, I still chickened out, but I appreciate you always being able, or, always answering my call and helping me out whenever needed. So,
It's no problem. And the tools for it now are so much better than they were back then. Like I see
yes,
those old tapes now and I'm just like, yeesh. It looks crazy, but the tools for it now, we got Instagram Live, Facebook Live. Yeah, you're all even Skype. Like I do my radio show at Bonafide Radio. We do that over Skype. We record everything right there. And he just edits the show and put it together. So yeah, so the tools are way much better for it now. So
much
your
better.
timing is perfect.
On time, right on time.
Yep.
So the last question that I have for you is, I call myself the amateur expert, and oh no, prior to that, um, what were some tips and motivators you used along the way? So you definitely made a big transition from corporate world to entrepreneurship and
Hmm.
following your dreams in music and broadcasting. So what tips and motivators did you use along the way to get you to the point where you felt secure and comfortable, or when like you said, to get you to that place of contentment?
Um, I guess I'm content, but I'm not comfortable yet. I feel like there's some stuff that I still can achieve, and I could get to higher levels with the starting five with the guys with the sports show. I could get higher levels with Bonafide Radio, and definitely could get to higher levels with my music, and getting it out there so more people can hear it and
And
stuff
so then
like that.
what did you do to keep yourself motivated, or how are you what can you share with others so that they, if they're trying to do the same thing or they're in a struggle in their career, that they can use to help them keep going forward on their path?
For this, you got to have faith. First of all, you got to have faith. Without a dream, the people perish. There I go again in the Bible again. But you
It's
got to
okay.
have faith. But then you also have to have a strong set of people around you that are not yes men, that will tell you the truth, that will tell you, like, no, that's ugly. Don't say that. Don't wear that. Put this on. You look better
Mm-hmm.
with this. You need people that, because you don't want anybody to have you out there, for lack of better words, you don't want anybody out there to have you looking crazy. So that's why whenever I'd say more of my music, before I present my music to anybody, it goes through the ears of several people,
Mm-hmm.
several people. So, and I take what they have to say, and you got to get your big boy pants on and know that they might not like everything you have to do, but you have to be open to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say definitely number one is faith. You have to believe. You have to believe in God. You have to have something where you know that you're not alone in this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you ever get in a situation where you feel like, because there's going to be times where, although I do say you do need friends, there's going to be a lot of times where you're going to have to tackle a lot of these decisions by yourself. So
Right.
what are you going to do? So I'd say number one, definitely faith. And number two, definitely a strong support system and accountability system. Not yes, man. Oh, that's fine. No, not them. Like the people that tell you got lint on your sweater or
Right. Right.
that don't look right. Yeah, like them people. You need those people in your life to help you out.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then, so the last question, officially now,
Hmm.
is, so I call myself the amateur expert, claiming to know a little bit about a lot. So, can you share with me a random fact or tidbit? And it doesn't have to be about yourself, it can just be anything in the world, like a Snapple fact or, a 200 level Jeopardy question that I might be able to answer because you shared something with me.
A random trying to think. Because I know a lot of useless facts, yo. I really
Yeah,
do.
just share one.
But I'm trying to like think of one.
The best one.
All right. Because I'm looking for a new car right now. Do you know that Honda makes Acura?
I did know that.
Honda makes Acura. Toyota makes Lexus.
Texas, yep.
Um, Ford makes Jaguar.
I didn't know that.
Nissan makes Infinity.
That I knew. I didn't know the Ford Jaguar though. That's
You didn't know
good.
the Ford Jaguar one? All right, good. You didn't know that one. Um, GM and Chevrolet are pretty much the same thing. GMC and Chevrolet are the same thing. So I say that to say because I was looking at cars and stuff like that, and I looked at an Acura, and it was so high priced. But then when I looked at the same equivalent to the Honda, so much cheaper.
Yep.
Like I have a Toyota Avalon right now, but it's been a while since I had it. But it's the for those that are in the know, it's the equivalent of a Lexus LS 400.
Got it.
So everything that's in the car is the same thing. that's in Alexa. So you are literally paying thousands of dollars more
for the
just for
name.
a name, just for a name. So
That's food for
that's the
thought.
only thing that popped in my
That's
head since I've been
that's
looking at
that's
cars
food for thought.
all morning. But
That's good.
yeah,
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
no problem. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And if you could just share your information on where you can be found on social media, so people can hit you up, so they can hear your new music when it comes out. They can,
Okay.
listen to your shows and all that jazz.
Okay, everything is V George Smith. My website is vgeorgesmith.com. That's the one-stop shop for I completely forgot about the t-shirts. I'm selling t-shirts, y'all. The
Hello,
Hello Beautiful
beautiful.
People line. Hello Beautiful People
I want like
t-shirts, tank
2% too,
tops.
because you keep reposting. At least send me a tank top, because I bought a
I,
sweatshirt. Something, something.
I'm gonna have to work something out for you. Everybody's like, wait, hold up. I'm not trying to be no model. I was like, but yeah, we got the t-shirts, the sweatshirts, the tank tops. Everything that's on the vgeorgesmith.com. All my music is on the vgeorgesmith.com as well. V George Smith on search V George Smith on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, all music streaming services. You can find all my music there. V George Smith Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. V George Smith everywhere. That's also
Perfect.
something, more advice for you guys. Well, I don't want to tell you because you're not doing it. I don't want to say it now because I just looked at your name.
Oh,
You
using
should
your own
use
name.
you should use your real name on social media so people can find you easy. Unless it's a cool nickname that people have associated just to you.
Yes. No, that I understand.
So that you have. So I say do that. But and your name is the amateur expert is a good name.
Thank you.
But and it's not something that's hard to find. It doesn't have a million underscores on it and
No.
stuff like that. But
Although amateur is
and
hard to spell, and I have trouble with it, even my own self. But
that's true too.
but it
That's
comes
true
up
too.
quickly when you start to type
Yes,
it out.
that's the cool thing about my name when you search my music, especially. You legit, all you have to do is put the V and the G, and my name is like the first thing that pops up.
Yes.
So it's always easy for people to find my music on Apple Music and stuff. So grateful for that.
Perfect. Well,
Yeah.
thank you again. I appreciate you being a guest today.
Thank you for having me. I
I will
appreciate
send
it.
you the link for the YouTube as soon as it's loaded, and
Cool.
I look forward to hearing more from you.
All right. Thank you again.
And I want the tank top for real.
Absolutely. I got you. I got you.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right. Cool.
Bye bye.
Bye.